There we go.
What we're going to show you here.
So this is because the reason I thought this was interesting. This was tweeted out by a journalist called Andy No, who had come under really severe attack by the group called Antifa. Back when there was a lot of rioting.
Are they still making waves?
I think they're making smaller, ripples.
Sure.
But back when there was a lot of rioting going on, and constantly or consistently going on the Pacific Northwest. And he is a gay Asian journalist, very slight man, but he had gotten something. He's a very small dude, and he's just very kind of soft spoken and whatever. But anyways, he was like one of the only people that he was currently on the left. He was a very very left wing journalist. But anyways, he was kind of trying to point out what was actually going on with some of the parts of Antifa that were not there to do anything but riot and just cause fucking mayhem. You know what I mean? Okay. And so anyways, he ended up getting fucking attacked a few times and got like shit thrown at his face, got concussions and shit. And everyone was like, what the fuck is going on? And then Twitter banned him for...
So he was one of the people on the left that took the stance of like, hey, I understand your frustration, but
but what are you doing?
And
then like nobody's talking about this. Why aren't we talking about what's actually happening on the ground? All this shit. Mm-hmm. So he came under fire from the left, and he's basically now been one of these people that is now kind of politically homeless because he's not a right winger at all. He's
possibly a Bill Maher type now.
It's exactly where they're just like, well, the left has left me, but kind of like we kind of
man. A lot of us started out as just in your first political steps, you if you're like an artsy or a progressive type,
you just think that they're the fair ones and they're looking out for it. But anyways. So he had tweeted this out and said he had noticed people waving Ukraine flags at the Gay Pride rally in Washington, D.C.
Which I believe because I've seen sort of just a bland, vague support of Ukraine. From, I guess it's more on the Democrat side. Huh?
Yeah, it's mostly. I mean, I think everyone sort of. I mean, nobody wants people to be dying by being. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot of people that don't honestly give a shit. But
yeah, for sure. There's a ton of them. I mean, it's hard to give a shit about everything.
It's impossible, man. You can't let. It's like everything in the world affects you.
So, but regardless, so he tweeted this out. He said people waved Ukraine flags at the Gay Pride rally in Washington D.C. And then he put this map out, which I'm gonna quick turn that off.
Okay. Now is that playing in the background?
Oh no, it wasn't.
If you hear our intro music playing at any point during the show, just let us know.
Yeah, please. So he had put this, and it says, and I thought it was sort of funny. It says, Ukrainian regions that recognize same-sex marriage. Blue, not recognized. Green, not recognized, but green.
There you go.
So apparently the entire country does not recognize gay marriage and is also pretty adamantly against gay people in general. So
right, and it's just
it was just an odd thing to see at a gay pride march. Because I watched some of the footage, and it's just like it was like the big flags that they're waving around the Ukraine, and I'm just like, I'm not sure that everyone here is informed.
Well, it's like we've talked about. It's team sports. It's like it really doesn't matter.
I think most of those people, if you told them like, oh yeah, hey, everyone
would it matter
Ukraine,
though?
Because, I don't know.
There's like a lot of those videos were going around about like they were taking old racist quotes of Joe Biden and saying,
yeah, that's true.
Hey, do you think Donald Trump or Joe Biden said this? And everybody would go, it must be Donald Trump.
Yeah, and then they're like, no, and then they'd
like, go, it's Biden. Well, and they go,
yeah, exactly.
There's
always this
I'm
weird.
still gonna vote for him.
Yeah. One of my favorite old racist quotes was on the campaign trail this last time, where he goes, "You don't vote for me, you ain't black."
Right.
I was like,
classic, dude.
Fuck?
What
are you saying?
He's just a walking like classic soundbite machine. Amazing. And we don't even. Maybe we'll cover some presidential stuff in the future more. It's just everybody else does it. So
it's just
nobody's doing.
Nobody's doing the cartography.
The Ukraine, man. But it is. Yeah, and it's one of the ways that mainstream politics will constantly expose itself as hypocritical,